No, but we're already recording over here, so let's do it to it. You want to bring us in? While we over here talking about penguins on a Thursday night?
How can you not?
I mean,
David Attenborough is like, he should be the hostess with the most, because all the animals become people. The stories become people. Like, I can totally relate.
It's not that they're people; it's that they're given personalities. So, dude, let me tell you a story real quick while we're gearing up for this beer review. Welcome. We're three crafty bastards. We're over here talking about penguins and shit. So, I'm gonna tell a story real quick. So, we're watching like a nature show. And she's watching. She's gonna be so pissed. So we're she already knows. So we're watching this nature show one night while we're having dinner or whatever, and there was a seal that was like looking for food and left the seal pup like basically on the shelf in the ice, right? Like on top of the ice, right?
Oh, don't tell me.
So they show this like they show the seals foraging.
If you tell
around.
me there's a polar bear coming from somewhere,
dude, yes. So this polar bear casually walks over, checks out this baby, picks the baby up, and walks away with it.
Oh.
So you already know what's about to go down as far as polar bears go.
Circle of life.
Yeah. So then to make matters worse, the mama seal pops her head up, looks around, noticed that the polar bear walked off with her baby, and was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, heartbroke, right?
Dude, I'm heartbroken.
So
I didn't even see it.
So my girlfriend, she's like, nope, turn it off. Turn it off right now. Did you just see that? Like, she's on the verge of tears. Did you just see that? No, we're not watching that. Fuck the polar bears, right? And on the polar bear issue, she deliberately left the water running while she brushed her teeth, and I'm like, I didn't think any big deal of it, but she let me know, like, I left the water running because fuck the polar bears.
Wow.
Yeah, it was real shitty of like
That's a whole new level of petty. I'm not turning my water off.
Dude,
the polar bears are going to die while I brush my teeth.
You know what?
Yeah, but the seals are there too. I mean, they gotta hole up somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a whole ecosystem.
But she was pissed.
But you know what? Have you seen the pictures of the raggedy ass starving polar bears?
Yeah,
that's pitiful. They need to eat some of these seals. I don't know about the baby ones, but they need to eat something.
Yeah, well,
because they look bad too. You know what? For such a cuddly looking animal, vicious.
Yeah.
Oh.
They, like, Coca-Cola needs to show the real polar bear, not the Christmas pop the top off your Coke polar bear.
Share.
If polar bears, seals, and penguins were all hanging out, man, polar bear eating good.
Oh my god.
That's the Coke commercial that they need to share. So Thursday night, now that we're done with polar bears, and my girlfriend's probably gonna be like, hey, you didn't really have to tell the polar bear story, but I kind of did. Three crafty bastards, and of course, I am B. Smith. Over here to my right,
Mr. Classic.
We're missing Mr. Produso tonight. El one and only from Brews and Views 1.1, but he's feeling a little under the weather, so I'm just gonna say keep that guy in your thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, be thinking about that dude. So, we got a beer to review tonight, and I don't know what it is.
Oh crap.
I don't know if I've ever had it. You don't even need it right now. I'll get it for you in a minute. You got the beer. That's the important part.
Yeah, but the stuff about the beer's in there.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, so I'll get Marlon's notes because he's unprepared.
Wow. Is that how we're going to do it? Wow.
But Marlon chose the beer tonight. I feel like...
far under the bus.
Ah, my bad, man. The bus isn't rolling, though.
It's okay. If you go a little forward... Come back a little bit.
All right.
Forward a little bit. Come back a little bit. That's what just happened.
I'm talking to Marlon earlier, and I'm like, hey, man, like, you want to choose the beer tonight? And he's like, yeah, of course, man. So Marlon picked up the beer tonight, and I have been like a child on Christmas trying not to peek in the bag to see what Marlon brought for us tonight. So without further ado, please hit us with that beer, Marlon.
Here's the other part. In 8 times out of 10, he's already had it.
That is true.
So that's why I'm like hoping that one of these days, you know, I've had one or two,
right?
But I'm hoping this one's it. This is from 18th Street Brewery out of Hammond, Indiana.
Okay.
Hammond, Indiana, buy local. And I hope I'm not picking up on all this.
Nah, we're not even recording as far as this
Sweet,
goes.
broke the bag.
Ooh, Candy Crushable.
So,
Pale ale with lactose sugar.
Yep.
This is going to be interesting because you know what? I feel like just looking at it, it's going to taste like an IPA.
Well, I believe it probably would. So, it is a IPA session, only 5.5%.
Good.
The IBUs are not available.
Really?
So,
so you're going into it blind?
I am blind. So if I spit this on someone's stuff, just my bad.
Not the Stormtrooper.
My bad.
Come on.
He's collateral damage at this point.
All right.
The description said that it was light, sweet, smooth, and hoppy.
Okay.
So when they said hoppy, I was like, damn it. But let's see if Brandon likes it.
So check this out. I don't know if you guys can see this or get this, but man, check this can out. This can is banging, which I'm willing to bet was like the selling point for you, wasn't it?
Actually, it was.
The fact that it says candy, the fact that it says crushable, and this can,
Yeah,
which is a very, very advertisable. It's a very easily advertised can.
Here's the thing.
Definitely
When I go looking for beer in the store, if it catches my eye, and this definitely, I'll walk this over here. This definitely caught my eye. So let's see if they can put that up there a little bit. So there you go. Candy Crushable, 18th Street Brewery. It's got some of the coolest design ever I've ever seen. Outside of the other one that we brought from, I brought another one that looked like a freaking dollar bill.
Oh yeah, from Mishawaka.
Yes.
I don't remember the.
Something about, I don't remember either.
You'd have to trigger my.
But this is another cool design. I actually kept that can.
Really?
I did. It's in my garage.
That beer review is on YouTube, by the way. So if you want to find out what beer he's talking about,
you can smell it.
Yeah. Go
Bleh.
hop on over to YouTube, man. Check out Three Crafty Bastards on YouTube. The majority, with the exception of like our most recent beer reviews, are up there just because I've been slacking. I've been kind of busy, but that's always the story, man. So you can go and you can find out what beer he's talking about. Just look for the review, man. It's like $3 or $2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something or other. Which was also a very marketable beer.
Yep.
Just based off appearance.
Yep.
So
if you have a beer that catches my eye, I'm probably gonna buy it.
Gotcha.
Almost. I got this one because I read the label and I knew sort of what I was getting into.
Right.
But I figured let me get something different. Let me get out of my comfort zone.
I'm really curious to see what your reaction on this is. Like,
I'm hoping.
I feel like it's not going to be good.
Is it possible? Because it said it's sweet. It says it's light. Is it possible that it can counteract some of the hops?
Probably not. Not unless it's flavored with something. Will it?
Well,
Does it ever really counteract the hops? So the fact that it's a session means that it's lower in alcohol content, which makes it a more drinkable beer. Meaning you could drink more of these session beers. Without, fucking shit up later. You know what I mean?
So, you've made beer. Does the lactose sugar added mean anything?
I feel like lactose sugar added means that the beer is going to be A, more dense, B, hold flavor better than if you were to just use corn sugar. And I think it might make it a little sweeter, but depending on your palate, you might not necessarily notice.
So when I did grab the can, what I saw was bubblegum.
Right.
But it was Candy Crush, which I love the game. So I was hoping for like a sweeter bubble, like are they like a bubblegum or even a unicorn?
Right.
So I am very interested.
Let's check it out. I'm willing to bet I like it and you hate it.
I think the fact that it's the session part that's going to be lighter, I think I'm going to be okay with it.
Very distinct.
It's not
It's a very distinct texture, a very distinct finish. Thoughts?
That's doable.
Yeah. which surprises me.
For a non-IPA guy, that is doable. So I think for people who are traditional IPA people, this might be like the Miller Lite of IPAs.
That's a very, I don't know if that's a troubling analogy or not. But continue.
What I'm thinking is, it's a light IPA.
Right.
So when you talked about maybe the session element making it lighter, it absolutely does for me. I would guess, if I had to guess, IBUs is probably around like 30.
Nah, I would say
30 to 40.
If I had to guess, I think
it's low.
I would give it just a little higher. I would give it like a 50-60 range.
Still, that's somewhat doable. Like I said, it's very light. It's almost refreshing.
So, what can you have one more drink? I want to see if you noticed what I noticed. So, do you notice how it sticks to your lips?
Yes.
Lactose.
That's what that is.
I feel like that's what that is.
Because you can see even how it's sticking to the mug.
Yeah, it 100% changes the texture of the beer, I feel. And I think that's what that is that lactose. I feel like the lactose makes it even maybe a little more heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So if they had used maybe regular corn sugar as opposed to lactose, this would be an even lighter beer, probably coming in around 4.5, 4.7.
Which people don't drink IPAs for that.
Well, but it's a session. You have to remember that. Sessions typically run between 4.5% and 5% because they're supposed to be a low alcohol content beer that's very drinkable with the intent of you being able to drink more than one, maybe drinking like 3 or 4.
And I could probably kill off two of these.
Yeah, I could certainly do 2. Yeah. So, but I feel like you just kind of got my thoughts about it. I mean, I feel like it's a good beer. It's good for a pale ale. It's very sweet if that's what you're looking for. So sweet if that's what you're looking for just kind of means like.
But it's not sweet. It's not like the sweet stout things that we've had.
Right.
But you can tell that it's not bitter.
But the sweet stout things, or the sweet stout beers that we've had, have been flavored with something like chocolate or caramel or blueberry maple or marshmallow maple, whatever. Yeah. Those items are sugary already. This is just based off lactose sugar alone. So I don't think it's a beer that's really going to set that heavy. Like I said, I could probably drink about 2 of them. It's got a real nice texture, really good finish, and it's not overly hoppy. So for all you people that are like, no IPA, no way, don't want to drink it, this is kind of, if you were going to transition from ales to pale ales to IPA, this is your transition beer. That's what I'll say.
I can see that.
So I'll go ahead and rate it real quick.
I don't know, man. For me, I mean, I don't know any better, especially for the pale ale side, but I got a 4.1 sticking in my head.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
I think it's actually good. It's palatable. I can work with that. So, and I feel like I taste what it's trying to do.
Right.
So again, that's my one of my main attractors. Is it what it says it is?
Right.
And I believe it is. I mean, because I'm not a pale ale enthusiast. I mean, to me, it's good. It's not amazing, but it's good.
To agree, it is what it says it is. So, with that being said, I would give it a 4. I know that it's summertime, and I feel like I say this every week because I do a beer review every week. Nice and light, nice and light. This beer is nice and light. This beer is nice and light. This ale is nice and light. This IPA is nice and light. This beer right here is nice and light. The only thing that I think would discourage me from drinking more than 1 or more than 2 is that lactose feeling, because I feel like eventually that lactose feeling would set heavy, the more that you drink.
That's true.
So I'm gonna give it a 4, man. It's a good drink. You could definitely show up with a 4-pack of this and share it with a couple friends while you're golfing or you're outside or whatever. Yeah, right. So with that being said, in true gladiator fashion, as we always do about this time to round this out, 3, 2, 1, and it's a roll. Final thoughts?
No, I mean, I'm not. Again, I was experimenting and stepping outside my comfort zone. I feel like I was rewarded.
Are you? Yeah, I was gonna say, are you happy that you did?
Yeah, actually, I am. I would try to find more like that. So now that I know what the session means when I see pale ale or IPA, I know that it's not going to be as hot because it smelled full of hops.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm
that
like,
thing
oh,
was-
this is going to be terrible, but
that
it was
thing's
actually
down.
really good.
Nice, nice. All right. Well, I mean, that's our beer review. So we're gonna keep rolling over here, and you're gonna watch us try to get our shit together. But over here, through Crafty Bastards, of course, I'm B Smith,
Mr. Classic.
and that was our Thursday night beer review. You can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on Spotify on Monday nights. Three Crafty Bastards across all platforms. Check us out. Check out our beer reviews. We got other stuff on YouTube as well. We're kind of funny, depending on the day.
Kinda.
Well, we're being modest. It's a Thursday, kind of. So check us out. Check us out. We out. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably end up drinking another one.
You should try that.